Okay, hello. Hello. I always feel like this thing moves. PJ Ash, hello. Thank God Matt is streaming in a bit of foul mood all day. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope, hope I can help. What's going on? Tell me about it or don't. Or let's not talk about it at all. Let's talk about anything else. Let's talk about everything else. Oh my goodness. PJ, how are you? Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot I was gonna take an ibuprofen. Damn. Been good playing the recent WoW patch. That's good. I assume you're enjoying it. I've heard a lot of good things from WoW lately. That's good. Grumpy, I'm working while sick, having IT issues while we have a deadline. Ugh. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That's like you said, having to work while sick sucks. IT issues sucks. Working on a deadline sucks. Hanging out with James, that goober.
Honk, fuck off.
Brian, hello. Brian, hello. I'm seeing him all over Blue Sky. He's reposting and posting stuff. Ever since they unionized, felt like they had some real stuff planned. It seems good. You know, I follow a couple people on socials that play it, and you know, they're talking about what's going on. Glad WoW's having a renaissance. 14 is a good competitor. Agreed. Excuse me. Agreed. This patch is gonna be fucking sick, but it means I'm having trouble maintaining my emotional separation from work. Cause you get excited about the thing that you're working on, and then it becomes important. I get that. Yeah. I get, oh God. Oh no. Oof. Problem is most of the stuff in the WoW patch goes away in January as part of the 20th anniversary event. I always hate that. Sage, hello. I know that what's the word I want? Like, I know WoW is doing season stuff, and I think that's kind of a neat idea, mainly because it's from what I saw, it was mostly just like playing with pre-existing ideas. But depending on how it goes, it's just always I just always feel weird where they're like, yeah, here's a thing, and then you're like, this is so fun, and then they take this. I mean, this is just PTSD from how long I was playing Destiny 2. Do you know what I mean? This is just PTSD from how long I was playing Destiny 2. The number of times they asked me to throw a fucking ball at a thing in different ways, but then made it somehow worse. Like 3 seasons in a row. Oh man. Oh, the seasonal stuff is in WoW Classic. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, someone probably said that it was WoW Classic, you know, and I just didn't pay attention enough. I didn't pay enough attention. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm very excited. If you didn't see, I got I put the pictures in the Discord. My Marvel United Kickstarter came in yesterday. I just got I got a Facebook message out of the blue from our local store that was like, "Hey, it's here." And I was like, so we went and picked that up, which was very fun. It was very fun walking out of the game store with a big box like this. You can't see it behind me. It's on the couch, but it's just out of frame. It was just walking out. I put the picture of the Discord if you want to say it, just walking out with a big box. And then when we got home, we took it all out, made sure there wasn't any big obvious missing pieces. I don't know how I would. There's one piece that I'm like, this looks kind of bad. Like either there's a piece missing or a piece was misaligned or something. I don't even know how I would get that fixed because the store got it. But I don't even know if I'm like, if I'm that worried. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm that worried ultimately. What was it? I think it was the Dark Child mini. Like her hair bit was a little awkward, but it was fine. But yeah. So I told Aaron this morning, I was like, I'm bummed that we've got stuff going on, because I would really love to break that out. I would love to break that out and play some. But we got stuff going on, you know. We've got the Pokemon Go thing this weekend. Hopefully we can get out and do some of that. Try to catch Pokemon fucking again. And then we have a little travel coming up, which will be nice for Halloween. But oh, I should get this charging. Hang on. Oh, here's the box. This is how big the box is. It's gonna fall on the floor probably and scare me. But my 3DS died last night, so I should make sure that's charging. Oh my goodness. What are people doing for Halloween? What are people doing for Halloween? I want to watch some more scary movies. I want to watch some more scary movies. I only watched one. And I want to watch at least one more. Excuse me. But yeah, so last night we got you know, took the box, took all the stuff out, went through everything. I was pointing it, you know, and showed everybody to Erin. A lot of these, she was like, who is this? What is this guy? What is this? I showed her some. It was so funny. It was so funny. I showed her some and she's like, what the hell is that? And I was like, listen, you can't ask me questions about comics. Like I'm not involved. You know, I didn't make it. So you know, it's just it just is, you know, like and I had to explain to her who Corsair was. And she was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, listen, comics, man. Comics are weird. Comics are weird. It's basically the law. All right. All right, let's get back to Alan Wake. Fucking Alan Wake has been, oh my God, Alan Wake yesterday was fantastic. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that this DLC is like, yeah, this is the last one. This is the end. It's like, what do you mean? How is this? How are you gonna do this to me? How are you gonna make? The commentary in this DLC is savage. Oh my God, Ash, I was losing it. I was losing it yesterday. Like, because like, Alan Wake has always been, even if you go back to Alan Wake 1, if you understand how, like, the like what happened with Alan Wake and sort of the process behind it, some of the stuff that comes up in Alan Wake, some of the lines by characters, ancillary characters mostly, you sort of understand, you're like, I see what they're getting at, I see what they're saying. And then in Alan Wake 2, that wasn't loud enough. That should have scared me. I didn't have it loud enough. I didn't have it loud enough. Serial killer, hello. Serial killer, hello. I need to turn this up. That didn't scare me. Serial killer, how the heck are you doing? How was your stream? How was your stream? You're playing Deadly Premonition, yeah? I saw you were playing Deadly Premonition. How are you liking it? How are you liking it? We're talking about the new Alan Wake DLC that we are, I mean, I hope not most of the way through, but I think realistically most of the way through. Thank you for the shout out for serial killer. But yeah, hi everybody. Hi. If you don't know me, my name is mattcaulder. I'm a queer streamer here on Twitch. I play all kinds of different stuff. Indie games, retro games, horror games, stuff chosen by the community. Today we are finishing, as I said, the Alan Wake 2 DLC that dropped yesterday. I'm very excited. And then we're going back to Scaretober. This is my 4th year of doing scary games in October. And we're going back to Luigi's Mansion 2 on an actual 3DS. Let me get the 3DS. On legitimate 3DS hardware, which is always fun. It's goofy as fuck so far. I love it. Twin Peaks is one of my favorite. It feels right up my alley. There's a lot of, I should sit down and play it. I don't think I'm going to stream it. But I should sit down and play it. And and check it out. I played a bit of it. I watched a bit of it when it was new. And yeah, there's some stuff that I'm curious about, you know? There's some stuff that I'm curious about. So I'm glad you had a good time. It's got vibes for days. It definitely does. I wish they hadn't absolutely beefed it with the second one. So oh, excuse me. I'm very sniffly this morning for some reason. That's fun. Yeah, I was actually just talking to Aaron last night on how we should watch Twin Peaks. We started it, I think, at some point and watched like 2 episodes, and then, like we do sometimes with shows, we just sort of wandered away. You know, we're both very bad, and like me especially, I definitely am like a main contributor, but we're both very bad about like doing a thing for a little bit and then having a time when we don't for whatever reason, you know, where it's like, okay, we'll watch Twin Peaks over dinner, and then we miss one dinner, like we watch something else, something new pops up that we're like, oh, a new episode of this, we want to watch this, and then we just forget and never think of it again. And like I said, I'm the main push behind that, but I'm playing the PS3 version. It does not run well. The game itself is worth the shitty frames and the weird stutters. Oh man. I have the PC version. Watch Twin Peaks with a good friend is so comfy. Hit a lot of levels. Yeah, it's one of those things. I should just sit down and watch it. It's been long enough, you know? It's been long enough. I think Aaron was interested in watching The Ring. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like Aaron might enjoy if we sat down and watched it, and half of that is just having the conversation with her about it, you know? Half of that is having the conversation with her about it and being like, okay, I think you would like this. Da, 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 da. All right. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. But yeah, well, like it's been such a oh well, now we have an ad break. Oh. Twin Peaks is such an influence on a lot of things. And I think in a very interesting way. Like it's not just like, oh, you know, people love Silent Hill and they are Twin Peaks and they love to evoke Twin Peaks. It's that, you know, I did it myself. Twin Peaks almost immediately influences games like Silent Hill, games like Mazurna, games like Michigan Report from Hell. You know, immediately has this knock-on effect in the industry that then goes on to influence and inform other people. And so it was just kind of this like, I don't think it was groundbreaking. I don't think it did anything at the time that anyone else couldn't do. But it was just so immediately impactful. It was so immediately like influential on people in that sphere at the time that of course, you immediately see influences to it pop up everywhere. All right, the ad break is done. The ad break is done. I gotta dip. I don't want Alan Wake spoilers. Hope you have a fantastic stream. Yeah, no worries, bud. Nobody was ready for it. Yeah. Nessa, hello. Nessa, good morning. Nessa, thank you for the dog fan cams. They were a great way to start the morning. Dog fan cams are a thing I didn't know I needed in my wake up routine. Just the perfect vibe. The perfect vibe. Now for the opposite of a dog fan cam. The tonal opposite of a dog fan cam. We're gonna play Alan Wake. Content warnings for Alan Wake. That sounded dismissive. That's not what I meant. I just want to make sure everybody knows this game is rated M. Blood and gore, intense violence. Intense violence is really intense when it decides it wants to be. Loud audio effects, flashing screen effects, jump scares, gunshots, that sort of thing. Like, please, if any of this bothers you, if you don't want to engage with it, please do whatever you have to do. If that means like lurking and coming back later when we switch to Luigi's Mansion, because we're going to switch to Luigi's Mansion later today. Or coming back tomorrow, doing whatever you got to do. I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on before we get into the game. I was putting together a grocery order, saw something that made me recoil in horror. Orange cream milk. No. Ionic, hello. Ionic, good morning, friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, I hadn't noticed all the paint on your jacket there, Estevez. I hope that's okay. I hope that's not secretly a problem. All right. If you missed stream yesterday, this is gonna be one of those times when I say, if you missed stream yesterday, you should go back and watch yesterday's stream. If you want to know what's happening in, I had it as a kid once. It tasted like that one medicine. Oh no. If you missed yesterday, you should go back and watch yesterday's stream, because we got into it. Let me tell you, we got into it. One, I'm purging the milk from my mind. It no longer exists. Good. I will legitimately forget it exists in 5 minutes, and I won't think of it ever again. 2, happy asexual awareness week. No, I don't like this. I don't like this trend of making the straights be aware of me. I don't need that. I don't need that. Leave me alone. Let me sit in my corner and read a book. I'm not bothering nobody. No, I'm joking. Thank you, Nessa. I appreciate you, friend. True, they shouldn't be able to see me, right? Like, no, don't call attention to me like I'm a exhibit in a zoo. I should turn this up more. Doing good. Nothing crazy going on here. That's good. Oh, that was the door closing. Oh my God. I thought it was a thing. Sometimes it do be like this with all this awareness week. I think it's so funny that I think awareness is such a funny thing to be like, yeah, I want to make you aware about the concept of bisexuals. It's like, I've met a bisexual. What are you talking about? Awareness is just such a funny word to use for it. Like, I'm the... All right, this is gonna get fucky. Oh, I called it. I got it immediately.
Jesus. 1, 2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6.
Yeah, that's fine. I also appreciate Estevez holds her. I don't know if this is how Saga held her flashlight with the fucking the FBI style. If she did, I missed it. Being unaware, I'm in the ceiling like Agent 47 waiting. I'm dressed as a chicken man outside passing out flyers, prepared. All right, let's go. All right. I got 1. All right. What is this? Threshold experimentation. Yeah, okay, good. Man, that I don't talk a lot about graphics. This game is so pretty. The reflection on that map. Oh. Games don't need to be this pretty. Games don't need to do this, but there can be times when I appreciate it. Just like a gorilla in the background of YouTube videos, don't point me out until the end. Did you notice the gorilla? The what?
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
Well, there you go. Big handle, great. Nice and easy. That definitely won't come with complications. You just... Ah, shit. Oh. What? He's fine. Oh, jeez. You... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I'm really glad we did the content warnings. I'm really glad we did the content warnings, let me tell you.
Typical fucking Marmonts.
Typical fucking Marmonts. Oh, I'm in a corner. I'm in a corner. That was a lot. Tippy toes.
Fracture. Where'd she go?
Oh, she's up there. She threw a rock at me. What the fuck? Women can't do anything. Killing women have nothing.
I needed more problems.
What's that? What? Oh. All right. What do we? Oh, hello. I don't know if it's actually burned the darkness away or if the flashlight's just being a pest.
I think this was a good idea.
Okay, I really appreciate that. She's got hands. Oh my God. Remember we talked about intense violence? Fuck. God forbid women have hobbies. Rocks. She's just on top of a bridge throwing rocks at people. It's like, ma'am, you have to get down. And it's like, God forbid women have anything. The distributor of the body is amazing. It only happens sometimes. Uh-oh. That's, oh. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a, I don't know. God forbid a woman have hobbies. Hunting, time distortions. IDK, I still don't know what Alan Wake is about. I want to keep it that way. Things are going real okay there for a second. Oh, got her. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I really love the technology they did. It's a thing I wouldn't even think to ask for as creative leadership. The tech seems intuitively too expensive. I can't imagine what went into it, and it only happens sometimes. It's not a thing you see all the time, but if you hit it just right, just it's an amazing effect. You're angry, I get it.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid wake he could never wash away.
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to shut this down. The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation. But
I don't know if you feel better, but I did it.
The pain, it was all over him.
Yeah, sorry.
look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
I appreciate like Estevez's empathy in these situations. That's why I picked those options, because like I appreciate that she's like, yeah, dog, it sucks. Like I'm not. Oh, are we just in the threshold? Oh. Oh.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Cosmo, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
I think that's a I don't know if we have... Here comes the weird achievement. End of chapter. Wait, is there... Okay. I was like, is there more? No, it's fine. I think saying the Marmots were monsters before the Shadow got to them, like, I don't know if we have evidence to support that. What's the difference is a big call. Like, I'm down with that. It's just that one line, you know? It's that one line. The Marmots were full? Absolutely. Absolutely, but like, what point, like, not quite, right. They were foolish before. They took risks. They very obviously, you know, did things that were questionable. And then they came to the lake house and they had this dark influence. And that pushed them further. And so it feels weird to be like, the Marmots were monsters before. And I'm like, well, hang on. I don't know if we know that. Like, they were assholes. They were foolish. They were petty. But I definitely get the vibe of like, of what they're doing with Estevez, at least in that, right? Where it's like, hey, listen, like, if, you know, if the people we're trying to protect, the people that work with us can be as monstrous as the monsters we fight, then what's the point? You know, what are we doing? I think that's an interesting idea. I think that's a good character trait for her. It makes me very curious. It makes me very curious what their ideas what they're kicking around for Control 2. And I'm curious in what ways in what ways Firebreak is going to push the Remedyverse. I'm so curious about Firebreak. I'm very interested in Firebreak. I'm very interested in Firebreak. I'm glad that they decided to not do a service shooter. I'm very curious that they're not going to do a service shooter. I'm glad that they're doing basically. It looks like they're doing the model that, like, you know, Deep Rock or Helldivers have. And I think coming to Game Pass and PlayStation Plus day one is a really good idea. So I'm hoping they monetize it the same way in all of this. Let's
Deep breath.
Oh, there we go. I was like, there's the end of chapter. Jonathan Harden was Rudolph Lane and the painting. Did Saga have a line in this? But yeah, I'm excited for Firebreak. It looks good. It'll be a good time. And I wonder how weird it's gonna be. Oh, that's cool. No Jesse cameo, 0 out of 10. Hey, can't have them all. You already got your Jesse cameo DLC. Sorry, in a game called Alan Wake, you didn't get the pro tag from another game. Wild. Oh, goodness gracious. That was so good. That was so good. I'm annoyed to have to like spend the time this morning to do it, but I wanted to be successful. There's a bunch of such amazing people on various projects at Remedy. Yeah, and that's why I'm glad they didn't make it a service game. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's not a service game, that means that they don't need to spin up a bunch of people, which might be unsustainable, to continue to work on bugs and events and updates and all of this. You know, they can do the Deep Rock model. You know, they can do the Deep Rock model where it's like, yeah, here's the game. There you go. Maybe you do a thing, you know, maybe you do some updates. And you can sell cosmetics. And you don't have to, hopefully, spin up this massive live projects team. You know, that's my hope. I was very happy when they came out not that long ago and we're like, yeah, it's not gonna be a service game. We're gonna roll it back. I would love for them to, I mean, this is the thing where I'm like, I want to hear more about Firebreak. It's coming in 2025, so they're not at the point they want to talk about it yet. Interesting. What's the difference for you? For me, Deep Rock and Helldivers are live service games in the discussions I'm usually in. So the difference for me for Deep Rock and for me, the thing is, like, I think Deep Rock and Helldivers are service games. I think the difference is Helldivers and Deep Rock does kind of, but that's because they're like successful already at this point. There's not weird weekly events in Helldivers. You know, there's not like, oh, it's welcome to season 4 of Helldivers that has some weird bullshit that's gonna go away when season 5 starts. Which, like, what's it called? Deep Rock does, but also Deep Rock just instituted the mode where you can go back and play previous seasons. And like Deep Rock is probably one of the best like live service game models, I think, because you don't pay for updates, but you can pay for cosmetics. Like there's paid cosmetics every season. They put out like supporter packs all the time. I think in terms of like monetization, it has a really solid model. But like I compared in my mind to Destiny, right? Where it's like every day, every week, there was some bonus, something, you know, you had to do your weekly things. You have to do your daily things. You have your season pass and all of that. And those require a lot of overhead, a lot of time. So I think, yeah, and I get that people might be like, yeah, that's a service game, but yeah, it's not something like Fortnite, right? I think it not being free to play helps a lot too. G isn't live service in that model. Try to work out what you said. Work out, you call that other things. It's just patches, updates, events. Right. Because I think there's a live service game as it exists, and there's a game that's supported. And I think in a multiplayer game, a game that's sort of inherently multiplayer, like Generation Z or like Firebreak or like Deep Rock, you know, supported means, oh, we add new modes, you know, we add new weapons or maps or things like that. And then the live service, to me at least, listen, I'm not a fucking scholar. Live service games are based around the concept of seasons, time limited battle passes, discrete like time frames of like, hey, this week there's double money, and then the next week it's like, this week is double rep, and just sort of the constant, and not even in a bad way, but the constant bonuses and changes and things. Updates to Smash Bros versus Fortnite, right? Yeah, Smash Brothers is a multiplayer game that was supported, right? It would get new maps, it would get they got spirits all the time, they got new characters, but that was a game that was just supported. An update would come out, it would be free or paid, whatever it was, and then there you go. I love hearing your takes, though. You're a good observer of the industry as a highly connected audience member. I try not to like talk above my weight, because like I get that I'm just a guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a guy. I haven't worked for a company. I don't have any like particular insight into the industry. But what I have been doing is I've been aware of games and a fan of games and paying attention to games for like 25 years. And so I just go, hey, this seems like a trend. This seems like a thing. I'm glad they keep the thing of Alan and Darling having the same voice. Is that just a thing that's just a thing they always do? Should I read into that? They didn't do it in the Japanese. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not then. Japanese just throwing it all. You don't have an inside perspective. You have a deep, broad vision of the audience perspective, generally insightful as a person. Well, thank you. Monster Hunter now gets streamer mode? What does that mean? Oh, hide hunter names and location info. Oh, that's fun. Hide information such as location, friend list, friend ID, Niantic ID, hunter name. Furthermore, an indicator informing the streamer mode is enabled will be displayed in the upper part of the screen. You can also turn that off. I like that there's a, you can be like, yeah, there's a thing and you can turn that off also. Oh, ASCII generator, amazing. Location information will be hidden when streamer mode is enabled. The list of restriction information. Placing street names on the map on the paintball list. Names of gathering points in their background. That's great. That's great. Names of the hunt-a-thon points in their back. That's fantastic. What a great addition. What a great addition. Straight up. What a great, like, wonderful. What a smart thing to add. I wonder if it's gotten us a certain amount of like stream IRL streaming audience. You know, I wonder if there's a contingent of like people streaming on YouTube or something. I mean, it could be Twitch. I'm just saying, like I'm. But there we go. Alan Wake 2 DLC wrapped up. And technically done. Technically done. This is probably the last of Alan Wake 2 we'll see on stream. I have to do the final draft playthrough with Aaron, which I'm excited to do. But yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year since we first started playing Alan Wake. It's been fantastic. I just a wonderful return to a series that I love, and specifically a protagonist that I enjoy. And you know what's next for Alan Wake? Who knows? Who knows? Remedy has their plate relatively full for the next the next few years. And we'll see what happens. But hell yeah. That is Alan Wake 2.